Hey guys, back again, back with another old video. This was entitled The Services Part 1 and 2, and there's a few things I want to add, so let's have a look.
Hey guys, I'm back with another video on the different departments and services and how they will negatively affect you as a TI. Now these are my experiences only, and I'll get into it. The first department's my favourite, and that's the police. The police will allow criminal acts to be committed against you. They will turn a blind eye. They may plant evidence. They may remove evidence. They will participate in street theatre, noise campaigns, vehicle harassment. They will forcefully show up at your door trying to take you to hospital under the guise of a loved one is concerned.
I have a video about this, of course, which I'll upload at a later date.
I suggest you don't open the door. If you do, you film it.
I would now suggest that you do open the door, you do film it, you get the name, the number, the sergeant's name, and you get a history of harassment documented.
And you say very little. Now, there's a couple of instances where I think you should call them, and that is significant break-ins or physical assaults, just to get it on the record so it doesn't snowball out of control.
I would say that a broken window or signs of forced entry are significant enough reason to call the police, let's say.
Next one is hospitals. All roads lead to the hospital. That's their end game, one of their end games. In the hospital, you'll be falsely diagnosed and frustrated by doctors and psychiatrists, even though healthy. You'll be pumped full of antipsychotics, even though healthy. And they will keep you in a continuous loop trying to keep you there. Excuse me. You need to say very little. Do not mention the program. Do not mention voices, visions, gang stalking, anything. You need to do your best. You need to fight to get out of there. That's all you need to worry about, is getting out of there. You do what you got to. Don't run out of there, but you know what I mean. Next one's paramedics.
I'm not sure I would go to the hospital for any reason whatsoever now. I wouldn't want my life in their hands, but if things were critical, I would want people calling and checking on me around the clock.
Medics, they obviously want to take you straight to hospital. Now, I've had a bad run-in with paramedics during my confusion stage. I was drugged in this house. I was seeing holograms, visions, and there's a big frequency change in my ear. Thank you very much. And, excuse me, and hearing V2K, so I called an ambulance. They strapped me to the gurney inside the truck and further drugged me. They then did not take me to hospital and set me free where I wanted the streets, and things became life-threatening.
Yeah, that's true. They shot me up, got me high, and then put 4 of these on my person, on my gut, to check my vitals. I've only got 3 at the moment. These were laced in LSD. So these are on my stomach, and my skin was secreting LSD. They left these on, buttoned up my shirt, and left me walk along the side of a road at night, a busy road at night. So they are either incompetent at best or deadly dangerous at worst, these paramedics.
So I don't have a high regard for paramedics. Obviously call them if you've broken your leg, you know. If it's not gang stalking related, you're safe, but beware. The fire brigade. Now, we have 2 firehouses here within about 400 or 500 metres of each other, and I've seen 1 fire in about 30 years. So they will participate. there's obviously a lot of downtime at the fire stations, and that equates to gang stalking. Downtime equals gang stalking in this neighbourhood. So beware, they will participate. Doctors are sort of your gateway for the mental health misdiagnosis. They will start you on medications for depression, anxiety, things like that. They will usher you towards the hospital or the next two. And that.
Yeah, I had a lovely doctor, a Dutch paediatrician, really nice woman. Towards my final few visits, she started to act like she was almost scared of me. She ushered me towards the psychologist and ultimately the psychiatrist at hospital.
Is psychologist and psychiatrist. Now I want to lay down a disclaimer. If you see either of these for anything other than gang stalking, obviously don't stop, keep working on that. But if it's gang stalking related and you're at the psychologist stage, it's not too late to turn around and run for the hills. If you're at the psychiatry stage, that's like the first nail in your coffin. They're going to misdiagnose. They're going to go for paranoia, bipolar, schizophrenia, and they want you committed. Be very, very wary of psychiatrists. Next one, lawyers. Just like outside the program, a lawyer wants nothing more than to take your money. My run-in with the lawyer is, once again, during the confusion stage, I was ringing many lawyers. I could only get through to a two-bit firm. They were diverting calls, and they set up a meeting for $300 and basically told me, you're going to be arrested, which further set off my fear and anxiety and paranoia and everything.
I don't even think it was a proper firm. I just think it was a mocked-up, empty office, and they just took my money. Later on, I got through to some firms. I got through to some of the best firms in this state, and they would immediately go to mental health before I'd even mentioned gang stalking. And I was talking as normal as I am here. They knew what I was ringing about.
So don't go to a lawyer. Don't be stupid like I was. The Postal Service. The Postal Service will tamper with your products. They won't allow you to have some products. Like I can't have the spy glasses. I can't have a dash cam. They just won't let it through. I pay for it. Won't come through. And even there's even a weird back and forth with the seller, like they're clued in on it.
Things do get through now. Back then, emails, all calls were diverted, and I couldn't get anything through the Postal Service back then, but things have changed.
Another thing to be wary of is one of the angles they work is a pedophile angle. I've had little children's knickknacks put in parcels, like little girls' hair bobbles or little key ring, bloody children's stuff. They've thrown it in there to look like, I don't know, I've abducted a bloody child and I've got their wares at my house. So
yeah, that's how real some of the entrapment attempts are. They'll feed you stuff through the post. They'll then dig it out of your trash at the tip. I've watched them do this, so beware.
It can stoop that low. That's the Postal Service. There's a shout out. Roadworks and council workers. They will create bottlenecks in the main roads that you travel. Sounds ludicrous, like why would they tie it up? They will. They will go to lengths of inconveniencing 1,000 people just to get to you for a couple of minutes. Another thing is, if you've had a break and enter, hey guys, I'm sorry about the abrupt end to the last video, but they've been messing with the phone all day. They're actually duplicating videos that I have on my phone to load up the memory. Anyway, I was talking about roadworks and council workers, how they will create bottlenecks. The other thing is when you are out and about, they may need more time to do whatever the fuck they're doing in your house, and they may create a diversion to stall you. Next one is trades, services and handymen. Now they come very late, they may overcharge, they're obviously clued up on who you are before they come, they may do a shoddy job, they may be very intrusive and want to know everything about you. Don't tell them too much, just tell them to do the job and fuck off. Local business and shop owners, they will be quite rude, they may overcharge, they will host street theatre, you'll be mobbed, you may be verbal assaults, physical assaults even. Just watch all that when you're out and about.
Yeah, the rude shop owners is pretty rough. I'm very polite when I'm out and about, but I've watched them actually recruit people. Say that you go to a new shop, that the stalkers will immediately enter after you've gone and clue them in on who you are and how to treat you next time.
In the shops. That's right, buddy. Taxis or cabs, I don't know if they are their own people or they just communicate through the earpiece, but they are tied to the program.
I think they manoeuvre their people into all positions, especially around a target.
They will try and find out a lot of your business. They may overcharge. They may go indirect routes to cost you more money. They may be very late, so call one well in advance if they come at all. So just be wary that they also are part of the program. The last one, and it's quite apt, is telecommunication companies. Now, the bulk of my calls early on with gang stalking were diverted. I called up my provider and I said my phone's hacked or cloned. Look into it for me. They gaslit me. I said, give me a customer number for this, call number, and they flashed it up that quick on the screen and then deleted it. So they are in on it.
This I'm not so sure of because of how man-in-the-middle attacks work. They're forcing you to talk to them before it goes back to the tower and ultimately the service provider. So I was probably talking to a perp, and I now don't believe that, you know, these telephone operators are aware of the gang stalking program. Maybe some are.
They know everything about it. Your phone calls, emails, PC will be hacked, cloned, your Wi-Fi piggybacked on and slowed, which is I'm really experiencing that quite badly at the moment. Yeah, they will mess with you this way, especially if you do videos. They step it up a bit, but that tells me that we're starting to do some good, and I'm going to continue to do it. Yeah, I'm sorry how the last video ended, and this video is a bit lame. I had all the heavy hitters in fucking video one. I expected to do a 10-minute video and that was it. So that's about it. Just another thing, I'm getting a lot more harassment now, and I'm going to keep going. I don't fear speaking out. I've already looked fucking death in the face and punched it in the balls, so whatever. We're going to keep going, guys. So keep strong and get the comments going. Talk to your fellow TIs in the comments and get to know each other, you know. All right. I love yous. Take care. Bye.
there you go. Just a few things that I had to add there. All right, guys. Until next time, take it easy. Bye.